Hi guys, how are you? I'm doing good, thanks for asking. No, I'm just kidding. But I hope you're doing great today. And I'm going to be reading a chapter from this book that I really liked. The book is called You Are Badass by Jen Sincero. And I've been chipping away at this book for a few months now, a little longer than that. It takes me a while to read a book. I just read a little bit here and there. And yeah, so the middle of this book, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. I don't know if I already said who it was by, but I read this one chapter that really just got me thinking and kind of just put things in a new perspective for me. So the title of the chapter 11, Your Brain is Your Bitch. Your brain is your bitch. One more time. Your brain is your bitch. Remember that. So I'm just gonna get reading. How often do you stop and notice how genius our universe is? With all of its moving parts and mathematical perfection and chemical reactions and food chains and gravity and all the magnificent efficiency and complexity that it makes up. This display of astonishing brilliance didn't just splat down into beingness by random dumb luck. It was thought up. Nature is a smoothly running machine created by a universal intelligence where nothing goes to waste. It all has a place and a purpose, and it all works together in its intricately interwoven and compatible way to create the flabbergasting isness of it all. In other words, source energy is a smarty pants. As British philosophical writer and self-help pioneer James Allen states in the quote that opens this chapter, quote, "Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind, ... unquote. We are the very thinking substance," and the bookmark fell out. Sorry, guys. Let me fold this page so I don't lose my spot. Okay, where was I? Quote, "Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind, ... unquote. We are the very thinking substance that was used to create us. Hello, how major is that? This is why positive thinking is all the rage and negative subconscious beliefs are so gnarly, and why meditation and learning to guide your thoughts and love yourself can change your life. Our thoughts are the most powerful tools we've got. I think, therefore I can create awesomeness or horrendousness. But the bottom line is that it's through our thoughts that we create our realities. It's also why buying into whatever illusion you're living in the present moment is selling yourself so short if it's anything less than what you truly desire. You created the reality you now exist in with your thoughts. You can use the very same power of your thought to change it." As Wallace Wattles, author of The Science of Getting Rich, so brilliantly states, "To think what you want to think is to think the truth, regardless of the appearance." Again, to think what you want to think is to think the truth. Is that not the best news ever? It doesn't matter what your reality looks like in the moment, because where you desire to be is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This is where most people dig in their heels and say something like, "I'm sitting in my ghetto-ass kitchen eating tuna out of a can with a plastic spoon, and you're telling me this isn't the truth?" You're saying that the truth is that I'm hanging poolside with the President of the United States of America? If you truly desire to hang poolside with the President of the United States of America and are hell-bent in your mind and your actions to create it, it's the truth. Have you ever noticed how a bunch of people can go through the same course, let's say a class on how to start your own coaching business, and they get all the exact same information and tools, but some will come out of there totally rock it, and others will fall flat on their faces? Even if they all have the same desire to succeed, create beautiful marketing materials, and do similar things, it's the ones with the proper mindsets who will succeed. The ones who kick ass are the ones who can see themselves kicking ass, who truly believe in themselves and what they're selling, who remind themselves of how much they want to better people's lives with their coaching, who are excited to get compensated for selling it and have no limiting subconscious beliefs holding them back. The ones who feel weird or who worry that they're being pushy and annoying, or who subconsciously believe that they don't deserve to or can't succeed, they're not going to do so. Not going to do so good. Your thoughts and beliefs dictate your reality. So if you want to change your reality, you have to change your beliefs. The problem is that most people are real protective of their beliefs and usually fairly crotchety should you suggest that perhaps there's another version of the truth. Some examples. I'm bad at sales. I have terrible luck. I'm scared of flying. Marriages don't last. I have ugly feet. I'm broke. ... Are you calling me a liar? Do you see a hot boyfriend on my arm? No, you don't. You see a cat on my lap next to my needlepoint projector because I stink at relationships. That is the truth, and it has always been the truth. Unquote. And that will be your truth as long as you choose to think it. As long as you feed the beast, it shall live. The moment you have the audacity to start believing in the not yet seen, your reality will begin to shift. The following is hugely important, so please pay very close attention. You have to change your thinking first, and then the evidence appears. Our big mistake is that we do it the other way around. We demand to see the evidence before we believe it to be true. Remember, everything you desire is right here, right now. You just have to shift your perspective in order to see it manifest. Quote, okay, fine. I believe that I'm hanging poolside with the presidents of the United States of America. Now what? Do I just call or show up at the White House in my flip-flops with a towel around my neck? Unquote. When you take the leap and believe in the not yet seen, you aren't supposed to know how to make it happen, because if you knew how, you probably would have done it already. And this is about radically changing your reality. So the way you go about it is most likely outside of your present awareness. Your job isn't to know the how, it is to know what and to be open to discovering and receiving the how. Keep your thoughts directed at your goal. Do everything that you do know how to do to make it happen. Decide with unwavering determination that it will happen, and be on the lookout for the opportunity. I had a client who went to Tuscany and looked at a house that was for sale while she was there. At the time, she was a bartender and a poet and could barely scrape together the money to buy a plane ticket to Italy, let alone buy a villa in Tuscany. But she checked it out anyways and completely fell in love with the place. Well, she instantly knew in her soul that it was her house. She also knew that her bank account had tumbleweeds blowing through it, but she asked the owner to take it off the market anyways because she was going to figure out a way to buy it. She flies home in a stupor, thinking that perhaps she has gone completely insane, but she sticks to her guns and starts asking around for ideas. She is almost immediately buried beneath a pile of warnings from everyone around her. It's a huge responsibility, not to mention all the complications that come along with being in another country. And the last time I checked, you don't speak Italian, nor are you a citizen, nor do you know a single thing about homeownership. And considering you can't even afford to get your teeth cleaned, how are you going to be paying a mortgage? And yada yada yada. Yet she keeps going because, in spite of all the evidence otherwise, she believes this is her house. This is her truth. Finally, someone mentions the idea of pre-renting blocks of time in the house to raise the money to buy it. People could pay for their time a year in advance. She would just need to sell enough blocks of time to pay for the house, and voila. Cut to her discovering this sort of thing is illegal, going back to the drawing board, trying a million other things, discovering that it's actually not illegal, then pre-selling enough rental slots and borrowing some money. And to make a very long ups and downsy story short, she owned the villa for several years and is thinking about buying another. You have got to get a handle on your thoughts if you want to change your life. As Albert Einstein so aptly noted, the world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The world as we have created it, it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Here are some tried and true ways to show your brain who's driving the bus. Number 1, ask and it is given. Get quiet, get in the zone, and get in touch with source energy. Clear out the chatter in your brain and create a clean, uncluttered space and impress the thoughts of what you want into the giant thinking substance that is source energy. Ask for what you want. Send out a nice, clear message in a nice, clear space and begin the manifestation process. Number 2, act as if. If you really want something badly, even though you don't have any evidence that it's possible for you to attain, believe it is anyways. Fake it till you make it. Do it in spite of yourself. Act as if. If you have an intense, undying desire to hang poolside with the President of the United States of America, think about the things that a person hanging poolside with the leader of the free world would do. Go pick out the bathing suit that you're going to wear. Think of what you're going to talk about. Get your photos of your trip to the Grand Canyon together to show the Commander-in-Chief. Get ready for the event. Tell yourself it's happening. Act like it's happening. Put yourself in situations where you will meet up with people who can make this happen. Stay wide open to opportunities that can lead you to your goal. Live, eat, sleep, and breathe your vision. You may feel like a crazy person, but you won't when you're playing Marco Polo with the Prez. Number 3, upgrade your environment. If you aspire to have a more leveled up and inspiring lifestyle than you presently have, you're actively visualizing this for yourself. It's going to be quite a struggle to keep your thoughts large and in charge, and if every time you pull up to your rickety ass home, you hear the Sanford and Son theme song start up in your head. I don't know what that song is. So even if you're going to be thinking and imagining the change before it happens, do what you can to make some upgrades to where you're at now. Give the place a paint job and clean it up. Get new furniture or fix up what you already have. Throw out the clutter, let some air in, hang inspiring art on the walls. This will not only help you keep your frequency high, but it will alert the universe that you're not screwing around, that you're doing everything you can and are waiting for further instruction on the how. Number 4, make a vision board. Our minds think in images. If someone says a horse is wearing red lipstick, you instantly create a picture in your mind of a horse wearing red lipstick, feeding your mind full of images of those things and experiences that you want to manifest. Your dream house with the infinity pool in Mexico, rolling around on the beach with your red hot lover, volunteering to help little kids learn how to read at your local library, laughing your face off surrounded by dear friends. is hugely powerful because your mind sends that image out to source energy, which begins the process of pulling it out. Cut out pictures of places, people, things, and experiences that you want in your life. Paste them onto a board and hang it somewhere where you'll see it all day long. I've seen people have completely insane results with this. They've manifested down to the tiniest detail the exact home or piece of furniture or place of employment that they want to put on their board. It's freaky deaky and super easy. It's like having a craft day with God. Give it a shot. Number 5, surround yourself with people who think the way you want to think. I think this is important. When you hang out with whiners, pessimists, tweakers, bleakers, freaker-outers, and life is so unfairers, it's an uphill climb to keep yourself in a positive headspace. Stay away from people with tiny minds and tiny thoughts, and start hanging out with people who see limitless possibility as the reality. Surround yourself with people who act on their big ideas and who take action on making positive change in the world and who see nothing as out of their reach. Make a conscious choice to do this. And if you don't know anyone who's got a big fat mind, go out and make some new friends. A big fat mind. Stop. If you stop at, there's no one like that around here. That will be the truth and will set the wimpy tone for how you go about trying to manifest everything else into your life. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Get out there and find some people who make you feel like you can leap tall buildings in a single bound. Be clear on whom you want to meet and make a concerted effort to go meet them. Demand the universe to connect you with them. Think of places where they might hang out or things they would do and insert yourself there. Being around inspired, visionary, enthusiastic people who are living their truths is one of the fastest ways to massively transform your life. Number 6, love yourself, unless you've got a better idea. So that was the chapter, and I love that chapter. I think it's amazing. And hopefully you liked it too. Maybe something I read from there resonated with you, and you can start implementing them in your own life. And thank you for listening to me. Let me know what you might want to see in the future. Shoot me a suggestion, comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. On the beach in your red hot lava, I don't know if that is decisative. Whatever. Moving on. Okay. Nope. Hang on. Retake. Excuse me. Which means that you can use the... I swear to fucking God. I just mixed that up. It really says, let alone to buy a Tuscan villa. But, continuing. As British philosophical... As British philosophical... Hold on. Philosophical. Don't mind me.